All right. So thank you guys so much for being patient because I just did the Wednesday Mojo. And really, the reason Danielle asked me to jump on is we've been doing a ton of reach outs, right? Black Friday, Cyber Monday, 7 days of gifting. And as we're reaching out, I really am so passionate about the ambassador opportunity that I just shared with everyone that I think while you're reaching out, you should reach out and share the best gift, which is to become an SME ambassador. So check out the Mojo. I shared my words to say, happy to share them here too. Um, but that's what I was doing. And so now, without further ado, I really want to welcome all of our brand new community coaches because we had such an incredible November. So welcome to all of you, Rosanna and Joanne and Krista and Tanya and Stephanie and Amy and Sarah and Amanda. I've got to move my mouse. Brett, Amy, Lauren, Melissa. I can see you on my screen right now, Melissa. Brienne and Sarah. And then we have a whole other page of Stephanie, Katie, Ashley, Mylene, Jen, Wendy, Haley, Kristen, two Kristens, Monica, Alice, Kalina, Lisa, Erica, Sarah, Michaela, Brooke, Crystal, and Annie. I'm super excited to see so many people I know and so many people that I'm excited to get to know. So welcome. We do usually start these calls on time. And so again, I apologize that I did the Mojo. But really what I want to chat today about, and we will chat like and brainstorm afterwards, is how we can activate pre-ship cutoff, which is coming up, post-ship cutoff, finish the end of the month strong, and then really what are we going to do when we come back together in January to kick off January strong. So these are a few ideas that were shared on the coaches call. We can chat and brainstorm around those. But I think the best part about our community coaches call is when we all break up together and share ideas and really connect and get to know each other, because the best part of our S&D ambassador community is our connections. And it's really hard when you don't have hoopla or any in-person events to make those, but I'm hoping on these calls that we'll be able to do that. All right, so how cute. I don't know if you guys love this as much as I do, but I use this all the time. I love adding a strap to it. And it is the free gift for today, right? So just share your words to say, what you're posting in your VIP group. Make sure you're sharing what you're doing with, whoops, I'm going to just go ahead and mute that. Okay, there. Can you guys hear? Okay, all right. Yeah, so just share what you're doing every single day with these 7 days of gifting with your community, whether it's texting people or sharing it in a community page. And if you guys are there and you want to mute yourself, that would be great. I can kind of see who's talking. Let me look. I'm just going to mute you. And it's not that you can't talk. I'm just muting you for now, just so this comes back as a good recording. So don't feel like I'm muting you because I don't want to hear from you, because I do. Okay, so, and then just really challenging you to do 10 reach outs a day. I know that we get really busy. But I find even if just people that you've been texting or messaging, you shoot them a message and let them know what the gift is. I think it's pretty irresistible today. And if they're like me and haven't done any holiday shopping, it's a great reason to shop because then they get a little treat for themselves. Okay, so I am very passionate about Ever Skincare and so excited that we have our vitamin C coming. So we do have a ton of information that we're pulling together for you to share post shipping cutoff. Let me see if I can keep muting people. Sorry. Okay, did it, I think. So working on lots of assets and great things for you guys to be able to do with regard to the vitamin C brightening serum. We're coming up with like a gifting image so that if you want to share this with your customers for them to get as a holiday gift post shipping cutoff, it won't ship till January, but we want to have like a cute badge that you can actually reach out and share with them, that their drops of sunshine are on the way. We're going to give you all the information you need. I know that Jessica is going to be filming a video on all of the benefits of vitamin C that you guys are going to be able to easily share with your customers or in your VIP groups or on social media. So that's exciting. And basically it's kicking off on December 15th and the ship date is January 4th. And so we're going to be doing a Mojo on the 14th with all the how-tos, all the basics, basically, you know, what it is. It's a vitamin C booster. We're going to be offering free ship with this. And so this is a super exciting kind of juicy offer. you like my use of juicy with the vitamin C? That's me early morning without a lot of coffee. But we're going to be sharing all of that with you and make it super, super easy for you to share post ship. So I'm excited about that. And really, in order to max out your December, we're challenging you to book 2 or more December events. Events are really where you're going to meet the new people. And when you're talking to those people, you can offer events with, for them in January, especially because if you've got people who are beauty junkies or love to be the first to get a product, this vitamin C is going to be a really, really easy way to reach out and book events. Make sure you're sharing referral reward links with every shopper and prep your pitch so that when they say they can't do it now, book them for January. If they can do it now, you can book them in tight and actually, use our virtual event script or, share via text if you're not wanting to do Facebook or on Zoom, whatever works for you. And you can actually still help people get gifts through this weekend in time to get them for the holidays. Okay. Tomorrow we have Erica Nelson, who is a brand new community coach. I don't know if she's on today, but hope she is. And she enrolled several years ago in December. And so she's going to share, what she's excited about, why this is a great month to enroll. And that's tomorrow on Instagram. So if you're warming people up using Instagram stories and doing things that way, this is a great way then to follow up and just share the live with them so they can tune in at that moment or even later to hear her story and learn a little bit more about being an ambassador. And then for those of you who are new to this call, I want to make sure you know that we have our leadership summit. And because you leveled up to community coach, you are invited. It's for all community coaches and above in 2020. And it's January 8th and 9th. We are, it's $39, but you get $150 in swag. And for those of you who have come to Directors Conference before, it's always a smaller group. We're hoping eventually this will be in person coming soon. But this year we are doing it virtually and just want to make sure you have that on your calendar. It's going to be really fun. I've seen the agenda. There's some really, really exciting things. So you don't want to miss that. And then I realize it's December, but we still have the 7 days of gifting. We have a hot offer coming later this month for you to help you finish the month strong. We have vitamin C. And there are people in your community that are probably close to leveling up to squad or community coach. So make sure you add them to our Let's Level Up December group, or they can email mingle@stelladot.com and we'll put them in that group. But I do feel like last month, it was a great place to share inspiration. We're just doing a series of lives and posts and things like that in that group, but it's just a great way to connect with other people who are like-minded and going for the same goals. So make sure you let us know, and you can message me if you've got someone you want to add to. Okay, so I think we've got 35 people on. We can break out if you guys like to. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can see all your faces. And I think that just take yourselves off mute. I think it would be great for us just to share ideas on what we're going to do or what we're doing, what's working right now, or challenges you're having. So that we can talk about like what you're doing to maximize anything you've got before the shipping cutoff. And then let's share a few ideas there to inspire each other. After that, let's talk about what we're going to be doing post-ship cutoff, and then how you're actually using your reach outs now to book up January. Because I remember, we get tired in November and December. We're doing everything virtually. But I do think that when January hits, it's so nice to have events already on the books. And I remember people in the field having their best month ever in January. So do we have a January new line lunch? There are some things coming in January. I don't know exactly what they are. I'll find out and I can post in the group for you guys. But yes, we do. And vitamin C is coming. And it will be shipping on the 4th. So that's super exciting. But is there anyone that's having a lot of success right now or wants to share what they're doing to collect orders? Anyone want to come off? How are you going to share? I can see Tanya, you've got do you have this on right now?
Hi.
Hi. Do you have this bag?
It's like what's happening, what's helping me the most. That's been, since here in California, we can't really do very many in-person events, but the one reach out's been the best.
One-on-one. I agree. And are you using Mimi, or are you texting people, or doing a combo?
I'm doing texting and then sharing carts is basically what I'm doing, adding Lavish to everything because it's my favorite thing. And I feel like it's kind of like a gateway drug to ever. So
I agree. I can't tell you the Lavish. Well, look, I've always got it next to me. It is literally so luxurious and so exciting. I feel like for me, I would already be targeting everyone who loves Lavish and make sure that they know about vitamin C and that it's coming. And we are going to have some incredible words to say. The team was working on those yesterday, for you to reach out to people who may already be a customer or maybe a regimen user, or, you know, whatever it might be. We're going to give you a lot of words to say for your reach outs. But yes, I think add Lavish to everything, especially because it looks so cute. Because when it comes with this cute little bow. That's a great tip. Anyone else doing anything? I do think one-on-one reach outs are the best. That's what's garnered me personally the most success. And I think sharing a cart just to make it super easy is the best tip. Anybody else?
Hey, Sam, this is Alice.
Hi, Alice. It's so fun
How are
seeing you
you?
here. I've missed you.
Yeah, thanks for, same here. And thank you for having me in here. What's really funny is that I am leveraging my bankers.
Yeah, I love that.
And one banker is like, yeah, I'm gonna place an order. And he did. He actually got a new job at a different bank. So I said, can you share that link with everybody in the office because you're new there? And then with my current bank too. So, I mean, because if you think about a bank, your local bank, there's at least a good 10, 12, 15 people that work there. And most of them, I would say, are women. So
Yep.
that's what I'm hoping for, is that reach out, you know, and I'm doing a fundraiser right now too for Cincinnati Children's. So I'm kind of leveraging that too on top of it. But definitely one-on-one reach outs, and just extend. Like my optometrist orders ever from me, because when I sat down one time and she was looking at my eyes, I was like, oh, what kind of skincare do you use?
I
So
love
don't
that.
be afraid. Yeah, don't be afraid to just talk to everybody, really. Hey,
Alice,
Suzanne.
I
Yeah.
double dog dare you to do a TikTok, because I saw you do a TikTok with your daughter. And I remember loving that on social media. I think you should do some sort of TikTok and share it in the community coaches group just to show
Oh my
us how to
God.
get it done.
Oh God. Okay. No, she's the one who's always like, Mom, come over here. Mom,
That was
just,
so
you know,
cute,
just
though.
stand here. I'm like, oh my gosh. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
So out of my comfort zone, but yes, I love that. I
Yeah.
love bankers, because you're right. It's like sharing that, and maybe drop some lookbooks off, or you know, share that cart with them and then ask them to share it. But it's like a great way for them to earn some products free and half off. That also reminds me that, like, hair salons, I remember specifically there's one hair salon and they don't have time to go shop for their, you know, all the other people that work in the salon if they're a salon owner. So maybe do the same thing there, share a link and let them know they can shop for the other people in the salon, grab some gifts and earn some products for free. So think about hair salons. We might not be able to do an in-person pop-up, but I remember that Renee Cowder early in the pandemic did a great takeover where, you know, maybe a gym is closed right now or a hair salon is closed if you're in California right now. You could do a takeover on their Facebook page where you pop on live a couple times in the day, and maybe with coffee at one time and with like wine in the evening, share what's going on and all the products, and that it's an easy way to give gifts. And maybe you can partner with the hair salon to help them get some free gifts this time of year. Just kind of a creative way to do a takeover on someone else's business page, or with someone else who's in another direct sales business. Maybe you guys can do takeovers on each other's pages to meet new customers. Anyone else have any great ideas? Oh, hi,
well,
Steph.
this is actually Dora Marie Golonowski's idea, and I took it. But I've been doing the party in a box, but every time, so it's essentially like a catalog party, I guess. So every time we've had a personal appointment in the last couple of months, a dentist, a pediatrician, dermatologist, whatever, I'm taking in a box that's gift wrapped that has a bunch of catalogs in it and a bunch of candy that I just got at the store, and then some samples of Lavish. And I'm just taking it in and saying, just here's a little treat for you guys. Here's some catalogs. And, you know, if you know, my numbers on all the things, and I've gotten an order every time I've dropped one of those off, at least one order. So it's worth the bag of candy. So
Oh my gosh, that's such a cute and thoughtful idea, thinking outside of the box. And I remember, like, you go out and you see, if you're at a hair salon or a doctor's appointment and you see those lookbooks, you do take the time to look at it, and you might not be familiar with our brand. And then all of a sudden they've got your link. So that's a great idea and just super easy. And it's just thoughtful to bring a gift like that to, your doctor's
How do-
office or wherever.
So I see the question, how do I sample the Lavish? I'm putting the Lavish in the little ever jars
The little-
that you get in the lounge. I think they're the best. You can also get jars on Amazon. I don't think they're as good as the ones you get through Ever. So I just put a little bit in there, and they love it because they all have super dry hands right now. So it's a treat. And I think that is something that every time I go back, I'll have something to talk about again. I'll take new catalogs in the spring. So it's really opening up a whole new bunch of customers for me.
I love that. That's such a great idea.
Diana
are you
asked
doing
a quick-
body butter or hand cream?
But I'm doing body butter because I started this before I had the hand cream. I love the body butter. I love the hand cream too, but I think the body butter is so luxurious. Yeah.
I agree. Anyone else? I think these are some great. I'm writing all these ideas down. Hi, Diana. I was hoping you'd come on camera. It's good to see you.
I'm such a hot mess though. I just got back from a walk and it's cold here. So
I feel like I saw you live on social media earlier in that hat, though. Did you go live today?
last
Yeah.
night.
That was last night. I was like, I know I've seen that hat before.
Anyway, so not a super successful month so far, just because, sales were so great last month, but I am reaching out to my November birthday gals who didn't, they couldn't spend at the end of the month just because of the discount. So that's, I've gotten an order, they have till the 13th. So that's been helpful. And just regular birthday gals too. So I'm also doing just my own 12 days of gifting in my VIP, just kind of loving on those people. And I just, I will post some things about, I will post S&D's gift and then just a couple ideas. So I've gotten a few orders that way too, but it's not been a super successful month. I'm just giving myself grace this month, but loving on all of my VIPs though.
Yeah, I think those are all great ideas. I love all of them. And I do think birthday girls, that's such a solid tip because you can reach out to them and they can share their link with all their friends, share what's on their wish list. Like if you guys need it's like such an easy way. It's like, I have this on my wish list. If there's anything you need, shop this link and you'll help me get it for my birthday. I would do that. I would shop for that link. So that's a great tip. So I'm going to write all of these down and I'll sum them up and put them in our, in the email I send out, and I can do a post. Let's also talk about post shipping. Oh, hi, Melissa.
Hi.
Hi.
So I'm in New York, so we're in a very similar situation as California, and we can't do much. But I set up my garage as a boutique. I don't know if any of you have done that yet, but it's been fantastic. So I have I do a lot of vendor events. So I have like a table with like my big Stella and Dot banner. So like all of my neighbors know that I sell Stella and Dot now. And I think I've sold over like $1,000 off my table just having my garage.
Will you post a picture of your garage setup in the community coaches group? Because I know Carrie McGraw did something like that. She's in Massachusetts, I think.
Okay.
So I'd seen it and I was like, that's so great. But you could also do it. No one would want to come into my garage personally. Like I can assure you of that. But I do think I have a really long driveway and I could see setting up even with one of my, like the pop-up tents.
Yeah, so like we all wear our masks and like because I'm behind the table, everybody's like keeping a distance and it's been fantastic.
Yeah, you can offer gift wrap if you want to, especially that's such a great thing for post shipping cutoff because people can actually take the products if they need to from your table.
Yeah.
So I love that as an idea now through this weekend, but also to pop up kind of like a holiday open house that we all used to do.
Right. So also too, I don't know in your areas too. So like we're kind of like weird, like hair salons and gyms are closed, but like the mall is open. So I've been popping up at American Eagle.
Oh, that's great.
So I don't know about like where you guys are, but American Eagle is like kind of like Pottery Barn. I used to pop up at Pottery Barn a lot too. They're supposed to do like engagement within the community. And one of my good friends is the manager there. So I've been popping up at American Eagle with like just the jewelry. I haven't brought like any other stuff, obviously because of COVID, and I can't bring clothes because it's a clothing store, but that's been really good too. Cause I feel like people are much more like they're still going to the mall. So they're stopping.
Yeah.
And shopping. So I've been doing that once a week too.
That's so great. Those are great tips. I did not realize that people were still, I've been to the mall once. It was an outdoor mall, but I do think you're right. People are going there to grab gifts, especially because shipping is so slow. And I did not know about American Eagle, but I know that West Elm and Pottery Barn, especially in California, were always open. And I know Tanya, who was on earlier, lives in California, and I used to do a ton of stuff when I was in the field back at, see, now she's on the move. I used to do a lot of stuff at West Elm, and it was such a great place to be. And you can sell off your table, or people can order online still through the shipping cutoff. So I think people are asking you, are you doing mostly off the table, or are you taking online orders?
It's both. So like I run my business. Normally I do a ton of vendor events. So I have a ton of stock, which hasn't moved obviously since I haven't done a vendor event since last January. So so it's a mix of both, like they're ordering and they're buying off the table. So it's good. And so I used to do Pottery Barn like once a month too in our area. But I am finding with American Eagle, people are going into American Eagle because they're going in for apparel and accessories, where like when you go in Pottery Barn, you're like, whoa, I came here for a tablecloth and I'm buying, jewelry. So I feel like I've sold more at American Eagle than I have at the Pottery Barn in the past.
And if you think about it, like my kids shop at American Eagle, I'm sure I can grab a few things there too, but mostly I'm going in there to get my kids jeans or whatever it might be. But then you can actually get something for yourself or find something for one of your friends if you're a parent taking your kids in there. So I think there is a really good customer base. That's a great idea.
Yes. So
I have something that's been.
Hi, Georgia. Oh, sorry.
Who did I cut off?
I used to pop up at West Elm, and I think they've adjusted. I mean, even before COVID, I think they've adjusted a little bit. So Melissa, knowing about American Eagle is a really, really good idea, because I'm in Florida and it's weird because we're open, but then we have some counties that are really bad. So it just depends. But I think that's a great suggestion. And I also wanted to share that, and I shared this last week, but now is a great time if you don't have a little fundraiser going. Toys for Tots is like really going to be in their crunch. And it could be United Way or through any other like community giving, especially if you know anyone who are realtors. Oftentimes realtors are drop-off points. So I partnered with a realtor and I got a lot of response. I donated 25 gifts with my family. And it really served a multi-purpose for showing our community, because we went shopping and I showed that like with my husband, with my kids, what we picked. The clerk in the store was like bananas about it. So if you need to pick up a little fundraiser, I think that is going to be a really good one for this week.
I love that.
And it's also a really good sponsoring tool because you're showing that. And then I've had more engagement from people who haven't shopped with me, who are on my chicken list, posting memories specifically for me, but anything that you are personally buying that matters to your family with your income right now, that means a lot to people. And so the way I kind of married those two ideas together was people which were shopping on Amazon for the Toys for Tots. And I was like, hey, come shop with me, I'll give, and then I'll go and purchase the goods locally and keep the money in our community, and I'll drop them off for you. So like lots of different ways you can kind of work that, but it also made me feel really, really good. And I think it energized my business a lot to be.
I think it's good to be of service in your own community too. And it does make it feel like you're making an impact locally. So I love that. I think those are great ideas. Georgia, I saw you trying to chime in. So I was like, there you are. I see you.
That's all right. One of the things, all of my sales so far this month, and I've almost hit my 1,000, I'm just a few dollars short, have been Ever. And our team leader, Lisa Preto, challenged her team to really come back in service now after coming off of the great sales that we've had. Everything's been sales, sales, sales. And so I've been reaching out to, just like Diana, those people that had birthday credits and letting them know there's a free gift every day for the next, so many days. You might want to use your, get a little more bang for your buck, and just really letting them know. And then I went through my subscribe to saves and using those, saying, did you know if you bump it up to 100 or you whatever it takes, looking at them individually and personally, giving them suggestions so that they can get a free gift.
I love that. I think it is. I think taking the time to go through, if you are an Ever person, you do have subscribe to save customers, it is easy to see that they're maybe spending $68 on something, and you could say, let's bump it up. I'll put the order through for you. We can throw on, a couple smooths as stocking stuffers, and you're going to get the clutch for free. So I do think, okay, let's see. Someone had something in the chat. Okay. All right. So there are some questions regarding Suzanne. I think they're mostly for you about how you're doing. It's one of them is they're doing a fundraising event for a local women's group. Then it says, are you saying that you're using your commissions to buy the donations, or how are you presenting that to your customers?
So my team, actually, we had 3 different people that jumped in. We did it 3 different ways. I flat out said that I had some other shows going on with different things, but for like my public facing, I said I would take 10% of my commission and I would donate that. Now, another team member did 10%, but she donated the money directly online. She did it through a partnership of USO and Toys for Tots, and she literally just took the money and donated it. And then I had another ambassador who has a little girl, and her name is Stella. And she purchased a toy for every sale over $100. So everybody did it a little bit differently, and all of us had like big success with that. But the other thing is, like, if that's not, I mean, this for me, like at this time of year, I don't have a lot of money, but I need to give a little bit where it hurts. And so people know that about me. So I would say, don't be afraid to like be really vulnerable about it, or add whatever spin it is, especially if you've ever had a time where you have struggled financially. I say put it out there and really share like who you are, because I think that made a difference. We had a single mom. We have a mom who's a really successful lobbyist. And then we have me, who's like generally a hot mess. So those were all things. And then the other thing I forgot to add, and I know Leslie Young did this as well, if you're just looking to really treat your community and drive some volume, we did coffee cards for almost every order for a period of time. And you could do it like a happy hour for you. You could do like, okay, 4 to 6, anybody who ordered, I'm going to send you a holiday beverage. Those little things, I mean, that spoil your VIPs. Those mean a lot too. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. Like you can be strategic about it.
I think that's what we talked about last month when I shared, we all used to do for like Black Friday, the glitter pooping unicorn. So it's like that, and coffee cards for some reason really motivate people to shop. Just little trinkets or little gestures. And I do love the coffee cards because you can actually send those immediately. And it's a really easy way, to share and then to thank people, in your VIP group. So that's a great tip.
And I also, another inexpensive thing you can do for people is I got these really cute, these are from Target. It's just a little truck that says Merry Christmas. And I'm putting an individually wrapped yogi tea bag in there, like a calming or a bedtime tea bag, and sending those out as thank yous as well. So there's lots of creative ways that you can do something like really personal. And I'm
That's really cute. I remember we used to do that. Yeah, like in January, we would always send a little tea bag with maybe a lookbook. But that makes me think, and now I don't know if we shared it in Mimi, and if you guys haven't seen it, I can share it on the community coaches page. But if you were going to send thank you cards out or holiday cards out, and you wanted to send like a little tea bag, you could easily do the QR square that goes straight to our lookbook. That would be kind of cute to put in. You could print those off and put it in the card as a way that people could actually, here's a cup of tea to enjoy while you're looking through our lookbook. So I like that idea too, just so that you can get them to your website.
I would love to be able to do the QR directly to my website. I haven't figured that out yet. So
you can do the lookbook, but I think you can. I think you just link it up and then go over and make a QR code.
You do. Dora Marie did that for her Christmas cards. That's what she did. She put the QR code on the back.
I'm going to ask her to post that in our group. Mm-hmm. That Dora is so crafty and creative. I don't even know where this comes from.
Yeah,
I really missed her in our community coaches group for that reason, but we're going to bring her back and have her do a post. Writing it down. Okay, so what about post-ship cutoff? I love the idea of, all the ideas we've shared. I love the idea of being of service, because I think that, when Georgia shared that, that really is what makes us different and sets us apart, is that personal service and those suggestions and taking the time to kind of reach out with personal, authentic recommendations. But I also think that post-shipping cutoff, we can do things like the, driveway pop-up or the garage pop-up, right? You can pop up in different stores, sell off your tables. Steph, what's your idea?
Well, and Georgia, or I could talk about this. We, as a community, our team is doing a spa night on the 17th. So we actually are inviting people right now, but we are selling them. Anyone we invite, we are selling them a package of samples, including a cute little headband that we got off Amazon. And then they come to our spa night. We show them how to use these 6 samples, teach them a few tips and tricks. And then if they, when they shop within 24 hours, they get $10 back towards their order when they shop within 24 hours. So they did one a couple of months ago and it was hugely successful. So we're doing one next week. And the purpose of that is to say, take some time for you. You've been taking care of everybody else. You've been homeschooling. You've been keeping it together. Here's a chance to gather with women and take some time for you and do a little self-care. And I think people really like purchasing the samples, because I say this to my team all the time, things that are free have no value. And yet when someone spends $10 on some samples, that they're in and they feel like they're invested in what you're doing. So it's going
I love that.
really good. Mm-hmm.
How are you selling the samples? Like, give us, because I'm just thinking this, I'm sure other people have that question.
Yeah, so they can PayPal me, or Venmo is my preferred way of doing it. And then I'm shipping the package of goodies off to them, or if they're local, I'm going to do a porch drop for them.
And what are you sending? What samples?
See if I can do this.
I know, sorry.
Headband. That's okay. No. The headband, which we bought off Amazon, a Lavish sample, a polish sample, a mask sample of their choice, a reveal peel pad, and a pre-soaked cotton round with beauty water in it that we're putting in one of those silver ever envelopes. 6 samples plus the headband. And then we take them through on the Zoom call how to use all the samples, and so we all do it together. Oh, and the ampule, that's right, youthful ampule, yeah.
So this is so great, because I love it, because it's very thoughtful, right? It's very intentional. And then how are you reaching out to share that you're doing this? Are you doing like a post in your VIP page? Are you emailing people, texting people, using Mimi? How are you reaching out?
All of the above, everything. I'm starting today. It'll be in my stories every day. I'm going to be in my VIP group every day. I mean, it's just all the channels, because people are all over the place and I don't know where they're going to see it. So I'm going to continue to put it out, and including reach outs, and including to people who already buy ever from me. But this is a chance for them to learn more about how to use the products that they have, or to try something new that they haven't tried before.
And then do you and Georgia and Lisa and, whoever, maybe other community coaches and up, are you guys then each walking through one product? Or how do you do the actual night?
We hadn't gotten there yet, so.
Okay, good. I love you guys for that. You're just going to do it. You're going to get them all there. And then do you guys have a personal goal of how many you each want to have actually attend?
No. We're just trying to, we haven't set a goal. I will say one of the things I've done for some of my hobby people who are like sort of in, sort of not in, I've encouraged them to come even if they don't have a guest, because we're doing this again in January. And so I want them to kind of catch the vision. Plus they may try something they haven't tried before and shop for themselves. So even if I have, you have those people who actually don't do reach outs, they just kind of sell to their family and friends. I'm inviting them, encouraging them to come too. And I'll sell them a sample kit, or they can buy their own stuff off of the website.
And I think it's great because, hi Katie.
It's Katie. Hey, I want to also, I'm not on Lisa's team, but she was talking to me about this whole thing. And I think one of the major, I don't know, awesome things about what these gals are going to do is that, because with skincare, right, it doesn't matter shipping, whatever, it's not a gift, they're shopping for themselves. But the genius thing that they're doing is that they can get their $10 back if they place an order within a certain time frame.
Yeah.
24 hours.
And-
Yeah.
And that's so perfect.
I think it is. It's a reason, like, so you're reaching out, they're investing, and then they're actually going to get that back by just basically attending and then shopping within 24 hours.
And
I
I'm-
think it's really great.
I'm really focusing on those people that are watching my stories that have never purchased from me. And I love doing that in my stories because you can see who's looked at it, who's watched through the story. And so reaching out with a, message of, hey, thanks for watching my story. I would love for you to join me. I think you need some me time, and just, making a personal message. But I've gotten from some of them, well, that night doesn't work for me. And I'm coming right back with, well, if you would like to buy the spa kit, I will set up a personal time for you that I'll walk you through the experience. And that I've got several that I'll be doing personal spa nights.
I love that, because you're right. If they can't make it, you can do that. And I think it is that personal service. Like, I know that we're all sitting here going, I want to come to the spa night. I want to be a part of this. And so I think that energy will, just extend to everyone. I bet you're going to have a great turnout. I'm really excited. And I think it's a great way to do it post shipping, because it's a great way for people to maybe they're going to treat themselves to something. I think it's genius. And then what's in the spa kit? They said, let me see if I can remember now. It was a cotton ball in one of the silver ever things, right? It was one reveal pad. It was a choice of mask. Oh, they got it there. The headband and
The cotton
polish
pad has
and Lavish.
the cotton pad is pre-soaked with beauty water.
Yeah. I love that. I think it's great. And I also think right now you're going to have all these people on. You can also talk about vitamin C, and it would be a great way to be able to take pre-orders. So I love, love, love it. And I love that you're doing it the 17th, because we are sharing on the 14th. And we have so much great information. I've crowdsourced all the questions people have had to make sure we address those. I've really reached out and asked people what kind of assets we need. So I know the team's working on that. So it's going to be really, really, the 14th Mojo is going to be great. And I think it'll help your 17th event, and you can definitely take those pre-orders. It looks like Karen, thanks for sharing that, Diana, has had some success with spa nights too. She does not charge for it, but I know, because we were chatting yesterday, that she does have a potential ambassador that she's super excited about coming out of that. And I also saw that Ashley shared that she's doing a stocking, but it's a Stella bag, and then she's adding an item to the bag for every order over the 12 days, and someone who orders is going to win that bag and all of its contents. So that's kind of fun. And if you guys, a lot of people have questions on the spa night. If anyone feels that they want to post like a little high level overview on our community coaches page, I would love that, because I do think it's something we could all replicate with our own communities. Or if you don't have an upline coach and you're a community coach and you want to partner with other people, it might be a great way to find some pacing partners and do that. And Ashley, do you want to talk about the stocking a little bit more? I just saw you pop on my screen.
Sure. Thanks, Samantha. So yeah, I'm still pretty new, but I had an amazing November. I actually just started in September, but so yeah, I'm doing a few things, 12 days of giveaways things. So one, you don't have to buy anything, you just participate in my group, and it's little Christmas. Like today is tell me your favorite recipe for Christmas. So everybody, it's really popular. It's driving a lot of activity on my group for sure. So then they're going to see everything else that I'm posting as well. And then I'm going to give a $100 gift card to somebody that's participated over that 12 days. So, I mean, that's going to obviously come back too at some point when they do some shopping, maybe with the S&D dollars later. And then this is, I got one of these, snagged one of the bags when they were on for $20. So some folks are using stockings. I decided to use this. And then every time I get an order, I'm throwing something in, another Stella item, free shipping.
That's cute.
Sealer brush, those kinds of things. So each time, and I'm jumping on live and showing kind of what I'm throwing into the bag for that day. So it's been really good. Quite a few orders.
Yeah, that's super exciting and fun. Yeah. Like I would want, and then it's like the mystery of what's in the bag, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and let's be honest, a concealer brush and our foundation brush, those are two of my favorite things. So I would be excited to get that. Anyone else have anything really exciting for post shipping? Because I do love all of these ideas. I love the spa night. I actually still think you can do, Ashley, what do you call your 12 days of
12 days of
Call it.
giveaways. So I did like the GIF or GIF, whatever it's called, of Oprah.
Yeah.
Where you get a car kind of thing, when I was saying I'm going to do something fun just to get people excited, and then announced it.
Yeah, that's super fun. I love the pop-ups. I love, offering some sort of like drive-by or gifting reason for people to come. I do love going to the pop-ups at like a hair salon. I still think you can share your link even post shipping cutoff and just keep your fingers crossed. And I think vitamin C. Oh, sorry, Georgia. Yeah.
Right. We had another idea that Lisa challenged us to do some sort of customer appreciation by the end of the year for all those that have shopped with us this year. And so we're kind of brainstorming. Everybody is doing their own thing, or you can do it with another ambassador, whatever. But just the whole idea of doing a Zoom call or a Facebook event or a live, something that the focus is appreciation.
I love that. I think it's like a really nice month to do that, especially post shipping cutoff. And just to say thank you, thanks for shopping with me, and, show some gratitude. I think that'll go a long way. So I love that. Oh, let me see what else we got. Oh, stocking, but it's a style bag. Oh, sparkle stud ornaments. Yes, those have always been really cute. And you can get those. You can go and buy those little clear balls at, Michael's or on Amazon, I'm sure. And you can put sparkle studs inside of it. And those are great things to have on hand that you can, give to customers. You could do it with anything, sparkle studs, the halos. You could even do it with, sample earrings that you want to get rid of post shipping cutoff. So that's a great idea. I think offering gift wrapping is a really great thing to offer, and especially to reach out to men who live locally to you, because after the shipping cutoff, like, I know I haven't personally actually done any shopping yet, and I can guarantee you that my husband has not. And I think if someone reached out and said, hey, I think Sam would really like this, and I can drop it off all wrapped, and shared what it was, I think he might say, sounds great, like drop it off. So reach out to men for sure that live locally, and, maybe offer some gift wrap and suggestions, but just be of service. And then the other thing we really need to talk about, and I'll go into the chat and make sure I haven't missed anything, is I think we need to talk about how you're going to book up your January. So make sure as you are reaching out to people that you're sharing referral reward links, because that is a way for them to get items free and half off. I think even taking it a step further is making sure that everyone that shops with you creates a wish list, because then you can easily say, let's get you those items for free and half off. The holidays are here. We can help some friends. Share this link, and let's see what we can do. So that's super fun and easy. And then you can turn those into events. But if they're not able to do it now, say, no problem. Let's do it in January. So think about all those people that are beauty lovers that might want to have like a vitamin C inspired virtual event where you can share all about vitamin C. Then you can, of course, share links and posts with other, products as well. But I think that vitamin C is going to be very appealing to all kinds of people. Any other tips for like booking up January? Does anyone have a really solid January right now? I remember Andrea Sini always had her biggest month ever in January. And she was very focused on finishing working by December 15th and making sure her January was booked. And she would always do a fundraiser in January, because that is when people will shop. But does anyone have any? I saw you come off mute, Steph. Do you have any ideas?
We're doing a booking blitz next week.
Booking blitz is a great idea.
Dora and Angela Putt and Nicole Melfi. A bunch of us are getting together to do a booking blitz next week.
I think a booking blitz is a great thing to do, just to spend a power hour doing that, especially with all of the people who have been shopping.
I was going to say, this is Amy here.
Hi.
Hi. For or S&D dollar redeem, Sometimes I reach out to some customers who I did like a mystery hostess at some point, or if they held a show at some point during dollar earning period, I reach out to them and then say, hey, do you want to open another link for S&D dollar redeem? So then they can earn more rewards. And granted, it could be December, but it does go into the beginning of January a little bit to help you out. So yeah.
That's a great idea. I mean, the dollars are a great reason. And it's always how people have been able to fill up their Januaries in years past. So I do think that's a great way to collect some sales at the end of the year, but also to really kick off January. So that's, of course, such a great idea.
I really need to sponsor this month, like urgent. But I'm thinking that January is going to be ripe for that as well. So anybody that I'm talking to about booking, I'm going to try to flip that conversation to be like, you already have this many people that shopped on your link and you have, dollars to redeem yourself. There's never a better time. Like if you want to just share this with just those people and hop on with us and collect the commission and use it to pay your holiday bills.
I love that we're ending because we've got about a minute left. And of course, this is a perfect close. I do think that, so the words I shared today were, and I'll just share them with you guys in case you don't go over and check out the Mojo. But really just think about everyone you've been reaching out to. And you should be really sharing the opportunity with all of them in just a super casual and authentic way. But say something like, I know you love our S&D products and think you should be an ambassador with me. A gift to yourself this holiday season. You can shop now at a discount, help friends and family with gifting needs, and be ready to join us in January. What do you think? Like, it's so easy. And then they're going to either not respond, which is totally normal. Like, we're busy. They don't know what to say. They probably hadn't thought about it. They're like, I could never do that. They don't respond, or they do respond saying, thanks so much for thinking of me, but like, I'm super busy. I think at that point, you just connect with them on how this could benefit them, why it's a great time, what you love about it, and let them know that, there's no pressure, but you'd love them to tune into our Life as an Ambassador event. It's super fun. Our Chief Inspiration Officer is hilarious, like, really, really funny. And she's going to be chatting with an ambassador. And guess what? She enrolled in December and she's going to tell you why it's such a great time. Like, just keep it super casual, but keep having those conversations. Yes, I can put the words to say in our community coaches group. And what I would say is, without giving too much information, I know that they are sharing comp plan changes right now or at 9 o'clock a couple hours ago with the executive coaches today. I know the changes that are coming, but here's what I would say. There's going to be a great reason to enroll in January. Yes, that's true, but it's going to be very different than what it looks like right now. So for those people who may want to get some gifts right now, who love our product, I can guarantee you, I have conversations with people every single day that are interested in being an ambassador, and people are enrolling right now. Our enrolling for December is not bad. Like, it is up. People are interested, and I get all of our home office leads that I follow up. And then when they enroll, they go to ambassadors in our community, right? I had 5 leads yesterday and 3 people told me how interested they were. I had 2 calls and I have another one today. So there are people out there that are looking for an opportunity. What I hear from people is they've used the Ever products forever and they've decided that they should just be, doing this, but it's maybe their ambassador didn't reach out to them, or maybe they somehow shopped and, just don't know their ambassador. It's just, I don't know. But there are people interested, and this is the time where people are feeling financially strapped. People need another income, and we have a solution to that. And it's fun, and we have tools and resources, and I think you guys are going to love the changes coming. They're super simple. We've heard what you've said. We've had calls with some of you. I'm looking at you, Stephanie, that told us what your concerns were, and it really matters. Like, your opinions matter. We listen, and I feel like everything that's coming in 2021 just makes me smile. It's like, literally, you're going to be so happy. But I do think January, you're going to have no issue enrolling. But right now, there's such a sweet, juicy offer. I mean, you can do $99, sure. You get those welcome gifts. You can do $100 and get $500 in product, or $200 and get $1,000. That will be a little different next year. So that's a real reason to reach out now, bring people on now. They can get some holiday gifts, share a few links with their friends, and then they can really think about it and jump in January, and shop at a discount if that's what they want, but give them a taste of our community, because I really think once you're an ambassador, people stick around because of our community. And we have incredible products coming like the vitamin C, so many things to be excited about, loving all the new silver. So definitely challenging you to reach out to everyone you've been chatting with and share the opportunity. And if nothing else, you're planting seeds for the new year when you can circle back up with them and reach back out and let them know what the changes are and why now is a great time. So just take fast action. If you guys make a goal and are intentional about what you want, whether it's one person this month or you're like, I'm going to go crazy and post shipping cutoff, I'm going to focus on going for 6, like whatever, make it happen. Because if you write it down and you make a plan and you do those reach outs, I promise you, you will enroll, and you'll enroll more than one. So I will end at that, and I will thank you guys so much for sharing. There were so many great ideas, and I will do my best to recap everything. I wrote them down. I will share the words to say on reaching out. And I think that the challenge is share those words, reach out. And if you reach out via Instagram, like if you're doing stories, the great thing about our IG lives right now is you can literally go to the Stella and Dot, and Alex on our social team does a great thing with a countdown. You can share that with the person. And then when it goes live, you can literally just share it in your story, but you can also share it to people that you're chatting with on Instagram. So that's a great reason to kind of chat via Instagram and start those conversations there for people, Georgia, like just like you're looking at, who's looking at your stories. And I think it makes it a lot easier. It's just a really casual way to share the opportunity. So thanks, guys. Here's to a great week and a great end of the year, and to everything great in 2021. I'm so ready for this year to be over. Just keeps getting crazier. All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.